Right now, I'm joined by Ramiz Sadri, the new chairman of the Malibu Pacific Palisades Chamber of Commerce. Ramiz, I know you've got to be steeling yourself for what's going to be a very long process of rebuilding, but tell us right now, first of all, how are you doing and what's the situation on the ground?
Good morning, Chris. Thank you for having me and letting me share my story today. It's been about a week now that I've had my disabled parents with me. I was able to pull them out of their house before it burned down. It's so surreal. I am a computer consultant and a technology consultant, and I help my clients in Pacific Palisades door to door with their technology. And I was at a client's actually outside of the Palisades in Westwood, where in the morning, and then my next client was in the Palisades, and she called me and said, you're not coming over, we're evacuating right now. And that's the first time I got news of anything. Right after that, I basically rushed to the Palisades, learning of what could be a disaster. Evacuation orders, we've had them in the past. I was at UCLA 30 years ago when there were evacuation orders, but they were only voluntary, but this time it was mandatory. So it took me about an hour to get to my parents because streets were closed. I was able to find a side street. I know the streets of the Palisades pretty well. Got to them, pulled very few things, saw the neighbor across the street who has been helping my dad. He's disabled from a stroke, and every time he falls, my mom would call this neighbor to help us. And then rushed out, but when I say rushed out, we rushed out into a gridlock of traffic. It was crazy. We were on Sunset Boulevard, and there were fires on the street on both sides of us. We could feel the heat in the car. And we were in that traffic for an hour, just standing still, watching the firework, the firemen try to do whatever they could. And then luckily, the people behind me had turned around. The police started turning around, going the opposite direction of what we were told to do. And I was able to find another side street to get to safety, to Pacific Coast Highway, which was a road to get us away from Pacific Palisades. It was unbelievable, and an unbelievable experience. And then we were just standing by to see if my parents' house burned down. We've got word. So that neighbor that I was telling you about, his name is Mark. He's helped my parents in the past. He's a lovely man. He chose to stick around in the neighborhood, in his home, and he was giving me a text of updates saying what is happening. I got an update at 9 p.m. that evening saying that they shut off the water. Then he texted me again at 11 and said, I'm sorry to report that the house to the left of your neighbors to the left of your mother's is burning, is on fire. And I texted him saying, is this enough reason for you to leave? He didn't respond to me, which then I called 911. And I said, there is a neighbor of my parents that is refusing to leave his house, and it's now the fires across the street from him. Well, I got a call back 4.5 hours later from that dispatcher saying, is 1038 Glen Haven your parents' address or Mark's address? And I said, Mark. So clearly they hadn't done anything for 4.5 hours. And
do you know if he's okay now?
No. They found remains on his property. They're going to identify it, but it's obvious that it's him. And it's a heartbreaker. I mean, everything about this is a nightmare that we cannot wake up from. It's unbelievable. And I wear multiple hats in the community. I am the incoming chair of the Chamber of Commerce. We are a merged Chamber of Commerce. Initially, it was only a Pacific Palisades Chamber of Commerce, but the pandemic hurt the Pacific Palisades Chamber. So we merged with Malibu. And now we got another pandemic or just crisis on our hands that is going to affect the chamber, because the businesses, I rely on the residents of the Palisades to help them with their technology, and there is no Pacific Palisades. It's been wiped off the map, and I'm not the only one. There have been many restaurants and business owners that don't know what to do. Fortunately, we've got good people like the Santa Monica Chamber of Commerce, which is a neighboring community that hasn't been affected by the fires, that will be holding a seminar tomorrow to talk about what we can do as business owners, how we can get financial aid, et cetera. So and I've been getting an outreach of multiple calls from friends that I haven't been in touch with. So, I mean, the human touch is what's helping us through this. But it's every time I turn on the TV, I feel like I'm watching a movie, seeing my entire hometown that I grew up in for all my life. It's just completely gone. I mean, right in front of me, the pictures, my bank that I used to work at when I went to UCLA. I went to all the schools that are all burned in Pacific Palisades, and I just can't believe it. I'm sitting here looking at these pictures, and it's like I said, it's a nightmare that I can't wake up from.
Ramesh, I'm so sorry about your parents' neighbor. I am glad that they are safe and they are able to be with you. And I can only imagine the job you have ahead of you with the chamber. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell your story. And we'd love to check in with you in the future as more and more folks figure out what the future looks like for them. Thank you again for being with us.